Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Live Laugh Lemons podcast with me, your host, Lemons. And today, my guest is my brother, Ethan.
Hey, how you guys doing? How you doing?
How's your week been, man?
Long, boring, and lonely. I'm gonna struggle out here. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You wanna continue what you were just telling me about the rat from Harry Potter and Ron Weasley and all that shit?
Yeah, I got you. So, catch everybody up to speed. Turns out, Ron is a blonde
And why is that?
because he's dumb, and he does dumb things that make no sense.
All right.
Okay, that's fair.
Now here's the kicker.
The standing question is, how many times do you think his rat, which is that bad guy, whatever his name is, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, the rat that turned into a weird
Dude.
bad guy. Yeah.
I'm not like all that caught up on my Harry Potter names and stuff.
Right.
You know?
Me neither.
Yeah, but fact. How many times do you think that rat watched him beat his meat or clap some cheeks? That's the question. And
I don't know, but it's a scary amount.
Is that considered a sin?
I'm not sure.
Interesting.
But for the question of is it gay, only if the rat liked it. Because Ron didn't know.
Well, the rat didn't necessarily leave. He was with Ron for years and years and years. So...
Yeah, but I think he had a mission. It was like, oh, he's undercover. He can't blow his cover. Like he has to be there for Voldemort.
But he's a rat. He has to be there for Voldemort. Doesn't have to be there for him to beat some meat.
Right, but if he's in a cage or some shit and can't move around.
He wasn't in a cage. When have you ever seen that rat in a cage?
I don't know. I hardly remember seeing the rat except for the time it turned into the bad guy.
Bro, I remember seeing the rat on the train. He wasn't in no cage. What was the what?
Yeah, but he wasn't beating his meat on the train.
Said who? Said who? They got privacy doors. Them bitches closed. You know, there's a tag team up in there.
Yeah, but you never know when not fucking Gandalf. When Dumbledore is using his fucking magic cauldron or crystal ball or whatever the fuck he had.
Then he must have caught Ron beating his meat. That's what I'm saying.
Jail!
Why you think he's able to take memories out of his fucking mind? He had to burn them shits. He was
that's
not
why
okay.
he learned.
Yeah, that's why he learned that entire spell. He's traumatized.
Yeah, that dude better get workman's comp from Voldemort for the therapy he's gonna have to go to.
Facts. Why do you think Snape was such a bad guy? He had to witness that, and he doesn't know how to burn images out of his mind. Anybody would turn bad.
Rest in peace, Snape.
Poor Snape.
The actor that played him is what I was talking about. I don't know his name.
Snape. Severus Snape.
No, I meant the actor's name.
Severus Snape Jr.
Right.
It's his son.
He's playing his dad in the movie.
Yeah. His dad died on set.
All right, I got a question. This is a concept I came up with in my ample amount of time, to my own thoughts.
Right.
I don't know have you ever watched Power Rangers Jungle Fury? Did you ever watch that growing up?
I don't know. I watched Power Rangers growing up. I don't know.
Right, but was it the one where they were all different jungle animals?
Yo, I seen one where they were dinosaurs. I seen the original. I seen the one where I think the yellow one was like a cheetah or something like
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. The yellow one was a cheetah.
Yeah.
That was Jungle Fury.
Oh, okay.
All right, so they had one of the bad guys in one of the episodes.
Right.
They didn't reveal this until later, the dude came back, but basically all of his fingers had a claw on them.
What?
That could bring somebody back to life. He could take his claw, stab it into their corpse or whatever, and they would come back to life.
So he had 10 full restores.
Right. And
if we're using max revives out here, hey yo, I just want to know where he get that power from.
I don't know that much backstory, but my question is, or this is what I've kind of built the question off of. You have those 10 claws that can restore a life.
Right.
And let's say, for the sake of argument, whoever you're bringing back to life, you get 24 hours to, spend with that person.
Bro, Abraham Lincoln. That's a fact.
what would you do in your 24 hours with Abraham Lincoln?
Who knows? Who knows? Well, first things first, I want to ask, how John Wilt catch you slipping like that, bro? You was watching a play. You know, he literally told his wife before then that somebody could easily assassinate him. That motherfucker died the same day. Who got shot in the back of the head.
Damn.
I thought presidents had like 6 cents or some shit.
They have Secret Service.
Some service?
I think that's probably when they started giving presidents Secret Service.
You did some bullshit. My boy Abraham, he's a fucking vampire hunter. This man's out here, okay?
Did JFK have Secret Service? When did Secret Service start? I'm going to Google that. Hold on.
Obviously, they suck at their job. Clearly. I'd bring back Michael Jackson, bro.
What would you do in your 24 hours with Michael Jackson?
Fucking hee. Not that kind of hee lemons. That's your deal.
What? I'm sorry.
Yikes.
I'm not good with
Bro,
high
who would
voice.
you bring back?
Okay, so it started back, Secret Service was formed on July 5th, 1865. So, 1865. When did America start? Was that like near that? I'm pretty sure it was either 1765 or 1865, something like that.
When America started?
When did America start?
If you guys haven't realized, we're both dumb.
I got kicked out of high school.
I dropped out. It's fucking... I forgot you got kicked out.
It was 1776. So essentially it took us 100 years to find out that presidents might get clapped.
That's fucked.
Wait, hold on. What year did Abraham Lincoln die?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's why.
Abraham Lincoln? What's his name? My boy, did George Washington die or did he get assassinated?
He died.
Wasn't he the one who was cutting down cherry trees?
That's a myth, but yeah. Or it was like a lie. It was a made up story. But yeah.
Say who?
What?
You know presidents out there be doing shit like that.
They do. Yeah, cutting cherry
Just
trees.
Slight annoyances.
But yeah, so it looks... Okay, Secret Service started... I forget what the date was. 1865... Or wasn't it like July the 5th, 1865? That's what... I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And Abraham Lincoln died April 15th, 1865. So it sounds like Abraham Lincoln got clapped and they were like, yeah, we should probably do something to prevent this from happening next time.
That's like, yeah, we should probably,
We should probably make sure this.
with all
this guy's
this money
being watched.
coming in, we should probably, make sure our presidents don't die. That could be a thing.
Yeah, kind
if we
of
wanted it.
put our country in shambles.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Next question, or who's your third?
Bring back Betty White.
I've said this on episode 1. I actually said this. I don't think that Betty White was meant to die when she did. I think it was the Queen. The Queen was supposed to die.
Betty White.
People got mixed up.
I know.
I saw
Somewhere some paperwork got fucked up upstairs.
Yeah.
Someone.
She wasn't supposed to die.
Someone left out a zero. Someone left off one of them digits, motherfucker. Betty White out here dying.
Unless you listen to episode 1 of the podcast, which Ethan, I know you didn't.
I'm a great friend.
On this podcast, we believe Betty White is God.
That is the truth.
Yep.
I believe it.
We're gonna get up heaven, and Betty White's gonna be like, "Ha, gotcha, bitch."
Yeah, I got your assholes. You thought. It's gonna be like, look at that stupid ass face.
So Abraham Lincoln, Michael Jackson, Betty White.
Facts.
What are you doing with Betty White for 24 hours?
Bro, talking. You know how much wisdom I'm finna gain? I'm finna come out of that bitch singing. Yeah, literally the voice of God. I'm gonna be an apostle by that point. A full 24 hours?
24 hours?
24 hours?
24 owls.
Yeah. That's a fact. And if you're asking who, I don't know.
You know who else asks who? The owls.
And
Comedy, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
bet you they still
Comedy,
don't know.
ladies and
I
gentlemen.
bet you they still don't know who. Motherfuckers always asking who and never why.
That's deep. Anyway, who's your fourth person?
Anyways, the next person I'm bringing back, Hitler.
We're canceled.
I can't be the only one who just wants to go rounds with Hitler just because.
Okay, so you want to bring Hitler back just to fucking dog him.
No, man, he was a great dude. Like, his vision was far beyond what anybody else could
I don't
see.
like where this is going.
Hell no, I'd totally love to go rounds with Hitler, though, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, at my other job, I would do I'm cooking in front of people, so I would do like a question of the day, and one of the questions was, if you could box with any historical figure, who would it be?
Bro, Tyson, I'm trying to die.
I said Jesus.
Yeah, bro, what?
I wanted to box Jesus.
Oh, you said any historical figure?
Right. Which Tyson would count, I think.
Bro, Spartacus.
Was he real?
Yes.
Well, I thought that was a movie.
Well, it is.
Well, it is, but I thought
But
it was
the-
like just a movie.
No, the 300 Spartans were a real thing.
Well, damn.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, I'd get my ass handed to me. Motherfucker hit me with a 1-2 combo and factory reset my entire soul, but... Hey, how many people today could say they went ahead and tried to throw hands with Spartacus? Nobody. Nobody
So
can.
Spartacus is your fifth.
Facts. I'd be like the greatest tactical genius. Just listening to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except he's probably a little outdated by now. You
No,
know,
bro.
because we have
No.
guns and shit.
Nah, bro. His abs can stop tank rounds. That's a known fact. I've seen it happen.
Number 6.
Yeah. He stopped an airstrike with his child. Yeah.
Nice.
That baby became over. He ruled the world.
This is all factual information.
Until he died from a splinter.
Oh yeah, he can stop tanks with his chest, but the second a splinter gets in his foot, he's fucking put on a t-shirt. He's made into a buy one get one free t-shirt special.
Gonorrhea's a bitch. That's what I'm saying. Ask Al Capone. Which brings me up to my next person I'd bring up, bro. Let me tell you, I'd be able to evade the government like a motherfucker, and syphilis is a bitch.
You know what he got arrested for?
Yeah, fucking tax evasion.
Yes, they got him on tax evasion. All the shit he did.
And tax evasion was it? I know.
That proves
The fucking
the
hundreds
government doesn't give a fuck until you start skipping them out on their money.
I know, facts. Motherfucker going around killing people, selling drugs and shit, and he's just like, nah, I ain't gonna pay the government. They're like, whoa. Calm down there, buddy. It ain't that serious.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
All right, what are we on? 7?
6, 7,
7.
7. Let's see. Who would I... Did they have to be real?
For the sake of me wanting to hear what you're about to say, I'm going to say no.
Bro, I want to resurrect fucking Master Jiraiya from Naruto, bro. That's a fact. I don't know if you've watched Naruto.
I don't watch anime. Not because I think I'm above it. I just haven't gotten around to it or really had the time to. I'm not saying that anime is shit or anything like that. I'm just saying that I personally haven't watched it.
Well, my life's boring and a piece of shit, so I watch plenty of anime. Master Jiraiya is the homie, the GOAT, the one and only. I'm in.
All right.
For my 8th person,
All right.
I want to bring back fucking the Goliath from David and Goliath. I'd have a walking tank, dude.
That, and I'd just like to see what he looked like. Like,
Fact.
how giant
That
was
motherfucker had to be big as
he? Like, is he just
fuck.
like Shaq sized?
right, and then just put him in today's modern technology, put him in the military today. Motherfucking little ass rock ain't stopping you.
Well, I don't know. I feel like he's not like some mythical fucking being. I
Said
feel
who?
like he's just a big human.
He's just a big human. You don't know, you weren't there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying I feel like that's what it would be.
Bro, I don't know.
Because I also think it was, or his size probably meant a lot more back then because people used to be shorter. Like people have gotten taller over the years, like recently in the past hundreds of years. Because if you go back and look at like older buildings, the doorways are shorter.
Where? I am 5'5", 5'6" on a good day. Where were these people taller? Because, I'm looking,
No, they
and
were
the only place
they were
I'm looking
shorter
is
back in the
up.
day.
Go fuck yourself. Alright, I'm over here.
But no, actually, my biology teacher was telling me this. She was like, yeah, if you go back into like older buildings, like especially in Europe, the doorways are shorter because people used to be shorter.
Well, yeah, dwarves were a real thing.
Right.
I think.
I like.
Just a bunch of little people smithing tools and armor in the mountains because they can.
And just to be clear, we're not talking about like little people. No.
Midgets.
I stand.
We're talking about midgets. And the fact that these motherfuckers thought they had to, because they were short, live in the mountains like little fucking groundhogs and build weapons of mass destruction.
I stand with Ralphie May. I think you can only be called a dwarf if you're in direct possession of a battle axe.
These motherfuckers had battle axes.
Exactly.
And war hammers, and hammers twice the size of them, and long swords that were at least 3 dwarves tall. I know. They measured.
But yeah, like I was saying, my biology teacher was saying that people used to be shorter, yada yada yada, doorways, and the reason people have gotten taller is because over the years women have started to like selectively breed with taller men, like women like taller men, and that's why.
Explains why I get no bitches. That explains a lot.
Sorry,
I thought it was just because I was fucking ugly. Apparently it's multiple things. Out here struggling.
Don't forget to tell your girlfriend you love her on the podcast so she doesn't leave you.
I love you, by the way, babe. She's
Anyway,
just short. She's 4 foot nothing.
Number 9.
Number 9?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably like King Tut. Any motherfucker gonna teach me how to read hieroglyphics, it's that motherfucker right there. That's old ass language.
Yeah.
Facts. And then Confucius, dude.
Who's Confucius?
What do you mean?
Should I know that?
Yeah!
Who was he?
He's an old person from like way back in the day. Motherfucker spitting facts.
Like a philosopher?
Yeah, like one of the biggest philosophers.
Like Greek or what? Roman? Latin?
No, I want to say Greece. I don't know too much about him. I just know he's a smart motherfucker and I'm not.
So that's your 10th?
Yeah, it's a fact.
Alright.
But now I got a question for you.
Alright.
If you could say one phrase, sentence, whatever, that everybody in the world could hear at the same time, just once, what would you say?
I've seen a Reddit post like this before, and there are a couple of good ones, but I'm going to try to think of my own original answer. I feel like the good main two I heard were, hello, this is me, your God, you've picked the right religion.
I've seen that shit. The world, oh my god, the world would fucking... Nah, I'd do some stupid shit.
Dude, oh yeah, the other one, hold up, I'm trying to think. Or, you know what? For mine, I think I'd say some shit like, oh no, they're waking up.
They're waking
Put him back under. Put him back under.
Oh god, dude.
Don't let him escape the simulation.
I know, people would be tripping the fuck out. No, I'd do some stupid shit. Everybody, I'd be like...
Nah, no, actually, no, on the real shit, I'd be like, yo, this is your God. Cash App, hashtag lemons for losers. $1.
Hey, I'm sitting there, yeah.
I'm gonna be racked out.
I would say Ethan Castle is the one true prophet. It's just the one true prophet. And everybody's... I'm gonna be built out here like fucking Aladdin. Strong as 10 regular men. Something is he. That's a known fact.
What's a known fact?
A lot of things.
Fair enough.
True. There are lots of facts, dude. I love learning new facts. It's one of my greatest.
Give me a new fact right now.
Give you a new fact?
Yeah. Give me a fact.
Moose can dive 20 feet under the water in search of food.
I've heard of that. And if I was ever scuba diving and saw a moose, I would lose my shit. Like, my shit? Don't know where it was, don't know where it is now, don't know where it's ever been. I cannot find my shit because this moose is staring me down 20 feet underwater. I am looking death in the face and it is wet.
It is wet? Okay. Most elephants weigh less than a blue whale's tongue.
Damn. Whales got some fat ass tongues. Whales be nutting, dude. They nut like a shit ton. It's like 10,000 gallons or some shit, or I forget. No, is it like 10 tons and only 1 ton ends up getting into the lady whale?
I don't know.
And everybody in middle school used to be like, "Oh, that's why the ocean's so salty." And they'd be like, "Shut up."
Yeah, you're usually mad because you're drinking whale babies. I don't fucking know.
There's so many things wrong with that sentence. One, you just said you're drinking whale babies, like that sentence came out of your mouth. And two,
Yeah, well, it's just
why are you drinking salt water?
because it's just whale baby gravy.
That shouldn't be an incentive.
Listen.
Shut it down!
No. Listen. It is an incentive. Do you know why?
Why?
Because some people like to drink whale cum. It's just their thing.
Whale come into my homely abode.
Who's pregnant? You have failed to let me in on this information. Out here making dad jokes like that. Like you really built that type of way.
I don't know, but if I get a call in the next 5 minutes and it's not, or this is the only time when the FBI calling would be a relief.
Bro, if the FBI called, I'd act stupid.
I remember one time,
That's a fact.
over.
Not like stupid, like how the fuck do you cook 60-second rice? Like stupid, like
Like, how do you spell AED?
AED.
Yeah, the automatic something defibrillator. The thing they zap you in the chest with to bring you back to life.
The defibs? I didn't
Yeah,
know
the
they were called
defibrillator.
AEDs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I just knew they were called defibrillators or.
I don't know what it stands for, and I'm not going to look it up.
Automatic electric device.
Speaking of death, somebody that I know actually died from fentanyl. Like, they revived her, but
Did they deserve it?
she said it was from an Adderall. But
Well, okay. So there's actually been seeing this thing. There's people will place these little folded up $1 bills, right, with fentanyl in them, and random people go pick them up and whatever. And some people have died and already been put in hospitals.
bro, if I get clapped from a $1 bill,
Bro,
I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be.
pissed as
I'm like,
fuck.
Betty White, I swear it was a $1 bill and it
I know.
clapped me.
I know, bro. Cause I'd be even more pissed because I know my broke ass would go for that $1 bill. And that's the sad thing. I'm broker than a joke, motherfucker. I can't even be joking about that because that shit's too expensive.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
A tip for our listeners: if your weed ever tastes like plastic or burnt popcorn, don't smoke it. It's laced. I've never experienced it. I've just heard it.
Another tip for anybody who's listening: if it is laced,
Throw it away.
take it from a professional. 2 things will happen. 1, it'll be a horrible mistake, and you fucked up. 2, it'll be fucking great, and who gives a fuck? So what? Your weed was laced with cocaine, just a little bit.
Well, cocaine's one thing, but fentanyl is another.
Nah, they're both a powder. They're both white. Seems pretty fair to me. It's like flour and sugar.
Please don't take medical advice from this podcast,
If I can-
especially not this man.
If I can have a 5-pound bag of white powdered flour, why can't I have a 5-pound bag of fentanyl?
Because it's fentanyl.
No. Only people know it's fentanyl if you tell them it's fentanyl. If I was to leave a fucking jar of fentanyl on my counter next to my sugar and my rice, nobody'd fucking question it. Somebody would use it in their cake, and some people would fucking die.
Yeah, they'd like seize on the ground, and that's why you would say, oh, maybe I shouldn't have replaced the flour in this cake with fentanyl.
Maybe you shouldn't have came to my fucking house. How about that? Quit being a pussy. If you can't ingest literal pounds of fentanyl, get the fuck out of my life. You're just not built like me.
I mean, the fentanyl's crazy these days. I mean, it's almost impossible to do. You gotta find the shit they use to make the atomic bomb to, like, because a microscopic amount to kill you, so you gotta be splitting atoms out here if you want to enjoy a safe dose of fentanyl.
Yeah? Like 16-gram servings?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No! Let's get off the fentanyl before
How do you think I talk to God? that's some crackhead shit people would say. Motherfuckers behind 7-Eleven be coming out talking to you like
7-Eleven Day recently just passed.
So I talked to Cthulhu. Yeah, he works at Golden Chow up the street. Town. Augusta, Georgia.
Yeah, he serves calamari.
Yeah, that's where I was just. So does that mean he serves his kids? Is that like him serving his babies or like his followers?
I'm sure he would like serve a piece of himself and just regenerate it. It's free real estate.
You think that hurts? I mean, he's a god. So.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't Cthulhu a god?
Well, no.
Oh.
He's a deity.
An eldritch being. Anyway, I don't care. Shut the fuck up.
Or fucking what?
I don't know.
Then. Yeah, that's what I thought. You keep thinking about that.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Most people don't. Like, I wouldn't have had a response for you because I wasn't planning that far ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I just realized we never got back on the topic of the 10 claws.
Yeah,
you got done with yours.
Yeah. Okay. So who would you revive then?
Okay. First and foremost, I'm reviving Juice WRLD.
Let that motherfucker rest in peace.
Nah.
He obviously wanted to. I know you heard his songs. I know you done your little research, and everybody has. The motherfucker wanted to die if he's dead.
I don't even want to get into that.
Oh man, that was one of the biggest fucking topics for the longest fucking time, dude.
But I'd bring back Juice, and I'd just want to like be in the room when he was recording, like just to see how his process worked, because the man had freestyle capabilities beyond anybody else in like that
Juice,
rap game.
Pac, fucking anybody, bro.
Like I think there was multiple instances, but I know at least one where he rapped for like an hour nonstop. I think it was on Eminem beats.
That'd be crazy.
And all of it went hard.
I would say that'd be crazy just to be in their presence, like not even talking to him, just in their presence.
Right. But dude, I feel like 24 hours hanging out with Juice would be like a dream come true.
Facts.
Next person I'm bringing back, and I know this is, I don't know what the word is. I guess cliche, but I'm definitely bringing back X. Because that was a tragic death.
Facts.
Like, that shit, no matter how you look at that shit wasn't supposed to happen.
Nah, I feel that one.
And probably the same thing as you. I'd want to be, like, in their recording. No, actually, I'd want to get matching tattoos with both of them.
You don't have any tattoos. What would you get?
I definitely want to get Yggdrasil on my arm.
Right.
Like on the top part, like shoulder to elbow,
No,
like a half sleeve, you know.
I'm getting Idrisil on my back.
That's gonna be a dope piece
It'll be
because
it'll
like
be
a
sick.
lot of room, a lot of detail.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna cost you a lot of money, but yeah. And then I
Shit.
think, or from the roots of Yggdrasil, like where it ends,
Uh-huh.
I'd want to have the world serpent coiling around like my forearm.
That'd be pretty sick. Pretty sick.
But that wouldn't be like a matching tattoo. That's just a tattoo that I want.
Right. Facts. Motherfucker Juice got Idrisil on him. Fucking ain't some shit like that, huh?
I think he was like all tatted up, so he wouldn't even have the room. The room.
Facts.
But yeah, what am I on 3?
Something like that. Yeah. You on 3. Juice and X.
Let's see. Oh man, I got the hiccups.
Bro, I'm reserving a spot, bro. Like, let's be honest.
What?
When Snoop Dogg dies, somebody's got to revive that motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's a known fact.
but I don't want to think about saving anything. I'm trying to think of like present day.
And that's what's wrong with your generation.
You're a year older than me.
Were you born in 03?
Yes.
You got lucky. 04 is the start of the new generation.
Yep.
From 2000s to 03 was its own little generation.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
It was like the 90s kids fading out.
Yeah. Them baby boomers. Bro, I'm still young. I feel like I'm old though, let me tell you. Got knee and back problems, bro.
You fucking cripple. Anyway, I don't know who I'd bring back for my third person. I feel like there's somebody that I should pick. But I'm not really sure, like, who. I guess Ralphie May would probably be the third person.
Facts.
Because he was really funny, and I feel like he's one of those people that had a longer life to live, but I think his obesity got the best of him.
Facts, and that's a comedian, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I kind of had an idea. I didn't know for sure, though. I didn't know he died.
His stuff was kind of... Oh, yeah, dude, he died like in 2016.
Did he really?
His stuff was kind of raunchy, but it was funny.
Bro, I was listening to his shit, like, just 3 days ago. Something like that. Some old...
Oh, yeah. He has some bangers.
Mm.
You know, one thing, like, comedy-wise that I like on YouTube, it's called This Is Not Happening. It's a Comedy Central thing. You've probably heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Where they tell the true stories that don't sound like they'd be true stories.
Yeah, you know Pops. Pops loves his Comedy Central.
Yeah. But let's see. Fourth person. Didn't the guy who made SpongeBob die?
I don't know. I thought SpongeBob was played by a chick.
I don't think that's right, but I meant like the writer of SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
I'd definitely bring him back. Be like, yo, bring me out some more bangers.
I know, right? Like, I want one, because he'd only have a 24-hour period, so I'd want, like...
Dude, who's the best, like, historical artist that you think would do a good tattoo? Because wouldn't it be awesome to get a fucking tattoo by Picasso?
Probably not,
Why?
considering he's never used a tattoo gun.
Right, but if you taught him how to use the tattoo gun.
Well, he'd only have 24 hours. I don't know if he'd be dropping Picassos on your body or anything like that, but...
That's a good point.
Motherfucker out here doing Starry Night on the back of my ass. Like, fuck you mean?
I'm pretty sure that was Van Gogh.
Somebody. Oh yeah, Picasso was the dude who like cut off his own ear and like threw. No, that was Jackson Pollock.
No, that was also Van Gogh.
Van Gogh was the one who cut off his ear.
Pretty sure.
Pollock was the one who did the splatter paint, huh?
I have no clue. I don't know who Pollock is.
I don't know. It's been. I did a research project on him, like 6th grade, dude. Who knows? It was one of those ones where you had like the group ones, where you had multiple people on that PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Their names go up and then you see what they're typing, so you'd always type some fuck shit. Wait for somebody else to notice it. I used to do that all the time. I used to put like the smallest font I could, and I used to put your mom's a cunt in the fucking bottom corners, or just randomly in a sentence. And I can't tell you how many times that nobody caught them, and they were in there during the final showing of our presentations. It was what you call a nuisance.
It was what you call a gamer moment.
Yeah. I wasn't like a bully. Like, sure, I'm an aggressive person. But I was more of a mild nuisance. I was really just there to piss people off because they pissed me off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I'm a righteous soldier. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, honestly, I'm going to take the 6th one and I'm going to sell it to the highest bidder. Because your boy needs money.
That's what I'm saying.
What would you do if you won the lottery?
Not be depressed.
That's fair.
Stop being broke.
Also, side note, anybody who says money doesn't buy happiness, yes, the fuck it does.
Yeah, you're a damned liar if
Yeah.
you say that. It's a fact.
Like
Like,
money can for sure buy happiness, but I feel like it's also a rectangle square thing. Like, not everybody who's got money will be happy, but money can for sure buy happiness.
Listen, if you got all that money and you not happy, why don't you come take a seat in my shoes for a couple weeks, and then you come tell me whether money makes you happy or not. That's all I gotta say. Motherfuckers, I'm here working. I'm putting hours in. All I do.
I bought some expensive ass kettle corn today, but it is so good. It's like garlic parmesan.
Bro, I couldn't afford kettle corn if it was free shipping.
It was at the market, so I just picked it up.
I can't afford to walk to the market.
I got.
I'm out here. Oxygen prices been going up like crazy. Fucking inflation up in this bitch.
Yup. You know they actually have like oxygen for sale in stores, like 100% pure oxygen, which I get why.
Do you know what it's for?
For athletes.
Specifically. Like, yes, athletes, but for specifically, it's for like
Mountain climbing, maybe.
yeah, mountain climbing is one of the big ones. Mountain climbing, if you're like skydiving or whatever, or paragliding,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because it's the altitude.
I wonder if you can dive underwater with that on your face and use it to breathe for a little bit.
I have no.
I was a weird
idea.
kid. I used to just like go to the deep end of the pool, grab the ladder, and just sit at the bottom of the pool for as long as I could and just chill.
I used to try to drown everybody.
That's violent.
You just swim up under their feet, grab them ankles. Hell breaks loose. Motherfuckers don't know what to do. Think about it, alright? So you know the water surface tension, right? You know, you see like pro swimmers or whatever. They come swimming up out of water, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if the surface tension just didn't release them?
That'd be bad.
That would be bad. But like, what if one day water just didn't release its tension? Anything that was put into the water was not released back out. We would all die. You'd stick a cup in there to get water, and then you'd have a half-sunk cup. And the only thing you could do then is let it go because the water's not going to release it. You just got to let it.
straw in it.
Then you're never getting your straw back.
Right, but if you stick the straw there and you just start drinking water.
Hope it doesn't have diseases?
Well, to do it with clean water.
Well, how are you supposed to clean the water? What happens when we run out of clean water?
Just filter it.
How?
Gravity.
If the water tension never leaves, how are you going to get water elevated to a point where
Waterfalls.
Water.
Whoa!
Okay, so what happens when you put your bucket in it and it doesn't release your bucket?
Who needs a bucket? You just put the filter, like a filter with a hose.
So then you're just going to buy a filter every time?
No, you just leave it there and filtered water would come out.
We leave it free floating in space. This filter is just supposed
We're
to sit
still
there
on Earth.
like a fucking magic piccolo.
Well, if it can't come out of the water because the surface tension is not... Okay, I feel like I'm getting lost and I'm sounding stupid because the concept of physics confuses me. Like when you're talking about water tension and all this,
Yeah.
basically the ocean would just turn into a big blanket that you couldn't escape from.
It's a snuggle with a struggle, if you ask me.
God damn!
That's what I'm saying. I bring back the Minotaur.
You don't have any more claws.
Said who?
Me.
I just resurrect the genie and wish for more.
Sir.
I'm an all-powerful deity, if you didn't know. Why do you think they had to make God? I needed a rival. It was getting lonely. I built myself an evil villain.
Yeah.
Alright,
And let's see. What do I have? 4 more?
but I got a question.
Alright.
Well, a statement. If you think about it, trees are farming us. They give us oxygen, right?
Mm-hmm.
To keep us alive until it slowly poisons us to death, because oxygen is poisonous. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Till we die. And
Wait, what?
decompose.
Hold on. Say that again.
Oxygen's poisonous.
No.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Yes, it is.
How?
Even, like, a slight increase to the amount of oxygen you pull in will kill you.
Then how are people selling 100% oxygen
They're
cans?
not. You fuck.
So it's a hoax.
Motherfucker, if I ground up oregano and get some grass clippings and throw in a gram of weed and I call it fucking 4 nugs, you should take my word for it? I thought this was like the biggest thing in the world, like, don't listen to other people. Because people tell you lies. I thought we knew this.
Yeah, but like you can get sued for telling lies and like products and shit. I think you're full of shit on the oxygen thing.
No, I'm being serious. Look it up.
Okay, I will. Where's my phone?
I got you right here.
Too late. Got it.
I'm retyping it in, you fuck.
Well, guess what, pussy? I can type faster than you. I forgot what I was typing.
It says, oxygen is vital to sustaining life.
Right.
However, breathing oxygen at a higher than normal partial pressure leads to...
Pressure.
That's like the amount of oxygen you inhale. There's a certain amount. It's a percentage of oxygen that's mixed in.
Right. But it's not saying the amount, it's saying like the pressure of the air.
No.
So that's to do with air pressure.
No. The normal partial pressure, okay? That doesn't mean actual pressure.
Okay.
That's like when you're when scientists mix things,
Yeah.
it's partial to that.
I'm going to just take your word for it because I don't have enough knowledge to have an opinion on the subject.
Okay. Well, it leads to hyperoxia? Hyperoxia? I don't know.
Anyway,
it
yeah,
can
like you were
cause-
saying, trees are farming us.
Yep, and can cause oxygen toxicity or oxygen poisoning.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, I know a little bit about something, dude. I know just a little bit.
All right, so I was wrong on the podcast.
Yep. Yeah, oxygen really does. But basically, they give us poisonous oxygen till we die, right? And then we decompose and they absorb us to grow more trees, to farm more humans.
Yeah, but we're farming them at a higher rate than they're farming us.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah,
Are you sure about that?
yeah.
And how positive are you about that? Because we just found in I want to say China, they just found this hidden forest. It's like in a cave, motherfucker, in a cavern. Entire forest, like, I'm talking grass up to their shoulders. They were saying, fucking motherfucking forests. Motherfucker, you know what, motherfucker, you got down there? You unlocked a hidden curse, bro. Good job, achievement unlocked. Fucked your life. That's what you just did. We out here suffering for inflation, and you gotta let out fucking Mothman. Like, we really needed this shit right now?
But yeah, what did they find out about this forest you're talking about?
Hey, they just found an entire forest that no one's ever seen. This thing's like in a cave. I'm being serious.
I wonder how
It's
how
like-
they survive, or how the plants survived in there without sunlight.
I don't know. Like, I guess some of it has some sunlight. If you picture like an adventure game, and you stand in like, say, on a ground, right? You're
Yeah.
standing on this like cliff, okay?
Yeah.
And you look over into it, you couldn't see it from above. Satellites couldn't pick this thing up. They had to walk through this little like cave entrance, and it opened into like hundreds of thousands of feet of just forest, bro. Animals and shit. I don't know what kind of animal. I bet you there's animals that we ain't even know about down there. Motherfucking die.
And
They
where
found
where did you hear about this?
everywhere, all over the news, TikTok, fucking like actual news. Cause I'm old
Damn.
like that. I do be watching the actual news, Fox News, CNN, fucking fake news, real news,
All of them.
all of it. I got to, dude. I got to. Do be like that, motherfucker. You ever seen Ice Age where they find the dinosaurs? That's what they did, bro. Motherfuckers found a secret entrance. You
It'd be crazy if there's like a new or previously thought extinct species up there or in there.
couple things. They're pretty sure we found a baby megalodon.
What?
Yeah.
In a cave?
No, just in the ocean.
Oh.
We're pretty sure we found a baby megalodon.
Yeah, but people say that all the time.
This one was they had like they were dropping cameras into like the Marinas Trench or wherever, you know, where nobody can go because it's too, which is crazy. And they have video and they actually put a tag on it because they were looking at its fins, right? Its dorsal fin matches that.
This sounds like that documentary that they said was fake.
I'll have to show you. This
Alright.
was just a recent thing. I don't know if anybody's.
Oh, well, never
Debunked
mind.
it,
I was
yeah.
thinking about that like documentary Discovery or whoever did a couple years back where they were like, "Oh yeah, Megalodon," and
No,
then
this was-
and then at the end of the credits they were like, "Oh yeah, this was just for entertainment purposes. None of it was real." They did the same thing with like mermaids too.
Do they really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, I never heard nothing like that. No, this happened just a couple months ago.
Oh wow.
This is a brand new thing. Also, they're talking about thinking we found the lost city of Atlantis.
That's real.
Yeah. Well, as real as theory and ancient texts can provide.
Okay, I was
us.
about to say Spartacus and the lost city of Atlantis are both real. My mind
Spartacus
just
is
shattered on the
definitely real.
podcast.
Look that up.
No, I believe you. I'm just saying I learned 2 things were real.
Yeah.
Or, well, 1.5, because one of them might not be. But,
2 things.
yeah.
But anyways, they're using like these, like, what are they called that sit in space?
Satellites?
Yeah, thank you. Satellites. So they're using like laser finding radar technology from these satellites that they just built up. And what it does is when it scans into the ground, it looks below the surface and it like catches the patterns. We've been finding like ancient civilizations that have been just run out by the forest and everything. Like old Aztecs, you know, they used to live in the forest.
Right.
And they all got wiped out by a disease. Everybody in the forest, there was hundreds of thousands of, what's it called, Indians? Is that
I think Native
right?
American.
Native American, whatever. There was all these tribes living in the forest. And motherfucker, disease rolled through there, killed everybody. I was listening.
Smallpox blankets.
I was listening to Joe Rogan talk about it. It's crazy.
Never listened to that podcast. The
Joe
only
Rogan?
podcasts I really listen to are the Neebs Gaming podcast, Stiff Socks podcast, and the Goons. I used to listen to the Misfits until they stopped posting on Apple Podcast.
Yeah, no, you should definitely give Joe Rogan's podcast a watch. He talks. He's more into the crazier things like aliens. And,
Yeah, he's the one who watches all those like crazy conspiracy theories, right?
But he's smart and he makes them make sense, and that's just it. That's why some of these things you really do have to question. You know, do things like the Illuminati. I know he was doing a big stint on the Illuminati. He actually went to like an island or whatever and pretty much joined them, and they tried to kill him after.
That sounds staged.
It's always going to sound staged. It don't matter who does it. If anybody told you they joined the Illuminati and they left, you're going to think it sounds staged.
That's fair. I definitely think the Illuminati exists, or some kind of like secret organization that's running shit behind the
Facts.
curtain.
Facts.
Shit. Yeah, that's a podcast.
Yeah.
Appreciate you being on. Enjoyed
Yeah.
having you. Enjoyed the questions.
Of course.
You fired some back. I fired some at you. Some laughs.
That was an interesting.
Some new facts.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Guys, make sure to check out and keep an eye out for upcoming episodes of the podcast. I know last week I said that there might be a group episode that kind of fell through, but hopefully you'll enjoy this one just as much as you would have enjoyed the other one.
Hopefully. I know I'm not like the greatest of people, but like.
This is definitely a good episode. But,
And just so everybody's aware, 99% of the time, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so.
I think they figured that out.
Probably.
But, yeah, until next time, guys. See ya.
Peace out.